So
So
I'm
then,
interested in seeing him again as position 3, but
I don't know if we're gonna see that though. I think most likely we're gonna see. I think it was Beaver playing him again.
same old.
Same old, I believe. I mean, there's a lot of flexibility. You can move these heroes around, but I think most likely we're gonna just see it be the Viper or Shaker.
Yeah,
All right, so we've
Viper.
got. Let's see. Most likely Tomato mid, Nature's Prophet could go off lane or safe lane. Oh, we get a Doom pickup from Chaos, so that's going to be a Tavo Doom.
Yeah, actually Viper wouldn't be awful here because it would disable the break disables Monkey King's passive,
Hmm.
so it makes it very hard for him when he tries to go on you.
So then do you think that's going to be a Moose, Nature's Prophet, put the Viper mid on Tomato, and then have off lane Pepita?
Maybe actually Razor wouldn't be awful here either.
Mm,
Now that I think about it, if you're up against the Monkey King mid,
that's
but
true if you're
Chaos
against mid.
does have the last pick, so you can't just run that Monkey King over into the safe lane instead and then lane whatever you want against the Razor.
Don't
A lot
know.
of options.
Well, they kind of have to decide what they want to do on Infamous pretty fast now because they're running out of flex picks, basically.
Yeah.
So I think the next pick will determine whether Nature's Prophet is going off lane or if he's going to be a support. I would like
Hmm.
someone else to be a frontliner. I think they need another frontliner on the side of Infamous.
Hmm. And it definitely wouldn't be Razor. Could
What
be
about
Viper.
like could be a Viper. What about a Clockwork maybe? Oh, a Bat Rider. That's scary to play into a Disruptor.
That's weird to play into a Disruptor. I'm not sure how I feel about the Bat Rider pickup here.
Yeah,
I guess he's okay against the Monkey King. They're probably playing mid, yeah.
okay, so you think that's going to be the matchup?
Yep. That'll probably be the matchup. Probably
Okay.
still see. We'll probably see Pugna in the offlane. Just because how Monkey King works is very slow at turning around, and when he's trying to get those Jingu stacks up, just because of his turn rate, it's really
Hmm.
easy to get behind him before he can throw out that boundless strike on you and your creeps. You can make it so he has to choose one or the other.
Right.
So a lot of the hero's strength is based on getting the Jingu stacks up and then being able to heal off the creep wave and get the crit on the enemy hero with those Jingu stacks and life steal up. With Bat Rider, you have too many sticky stacks on you to be able to get that off that quickly. It's very easy to, I guess, just walk over him because you have free pathing when you're in the Firefly.
That's true. That's true. Ugh. Sticky Napalm is so annoying to have to deal against. I mean, that's why we normally see heroes that are able to purge it off, whether it's like the Juggernaut or the Life Stealer. Sometimes we'll actually see the Oracle get picked up and go and purge off stacks as well. But
We saw the Abaddon just the other game, trying to be played against the Bat Rider.
oh, that's true. Yeah,
Saw
the
that in lane.
Suicide Abaddon.
But
All right.
Infamous pretty low on reserve time, only has 6 seconds left after they use their initial time for this pick, so they need to hurry up and figure what we need to do. And Chaos has a lot of room to, I guess, change their lanes around.
Yeah, what's the Skeeter hero here? Oh,
Something with
finding out.
Radiance.
Phantom
That's
assassin.
not a hero that goes Radiance. At least I hope it doesn't go Radiance.
Prepare to be surprised.
Okay. Not like this. Not like this. All right, so the Phantom Assassin pickup then for Infamous. So it's probably going to be Skeeter on the Phantom Assassin, Pepita on the Pugna, Tomato most likely on the Bat Rider. They could just switch it up though too. You could see Pepita actually playing the Bat Rider and just have him go mid. He used to play mid quite a bit back on the old days of Infamous. Biver on Earthshaker and Moose on Nature's Prophet. So
I
Chaos
mean,
Esports, what do they want to grab?
Phantom
Phantom
Lancer.
Lancer. It's a little
That's not
bit
a
weird.
hero.
PA. I'm not sure they wanted to pick that at all, but especially into an Earthshaker? Question mark?
I don't know.
Question mark?
Yeah, I don't know, but
If anyone can do it, it's HFN.
that's true. HFN God. Carry us to victory.
So
All
we
right.
better see a really good performance out of him. He's probably thinking, all right, what the hell are you doing, Misery? Why'd you pick me this shit?
You know what's fun is when you can actually watch them while they're drafting and you can see like the look on people's faces. What was the one where it was like it was Eternal Envy and like Universe, right? They were on the same team and Envy picked like Kunga or something and Universe's face was just like, "What?" I remember that. There's like a gif somewhere out there of Envy doing that. And Universe just like, "Oh my god."
And yeah,
But
this
that's
is when
always
they were on
fun.
Fnatic together.
Yeah, that's always fun to
Yeah,
watch though, like to see how they react to each other drafting stuff. Like sometimes, you look in the player booths and like you can see VP and they pick their last pick and they're jazzed, they're like super excited. They're like, "Oh yeah, let's go, put on our headsets." And then sometimes you look at other teams and like they pick something that like they're not super comfortable with and they're just like, I don't know about this." You can see the inward grimace.
yeah.
I'm hyped though. This is gonna be a good game.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be tons of action in this game.
A little confused, but mostly excited.
Yep.
Let's
Alright,
learn
so
something.
they did end up putting PETA on the Bat Rider, not ready with Bat Rider. But I mean, Pugna's good against Monkey King as well. Don't get me wrong. He can't take you with that, or get Dingo stacks on you if you don't really let him, as long as you use Decrepify properly.
All right. So, who do we think is going to emerge out of the laning stage the best here, if you had to guess?
Well, the laning stage,
Yes.
God, I'd probably say Chaos at the laning stage. I think just after the laning stage ends, Infamous is going to start to pull ahead. And then probably Chaos wins ultra late game when the game goes to like 45 minutes.
You think it's going to get that far? Or do you think they're going to try to run them over earlier?
I think it'll go that far.
All right. I mean, after seeing the last couple games, right?
Actually, I changed my mind. They don't really have enough wave clear on the side of Chaos.
This was over before it started.
So you think they're both mid-game fighting?
I think Chaos will have to... Yes. Ease of execution is on Infamous this game. They have an easier time with this. Chaos will have to outplay them quite a bit if they want to win this game.
Wonder if we're going to see another upset here. Tavo taking a lot of damage from Skeeter. Misery. He's going to try to roll and get that stun off. Grabs himself that rune. Easy peasy, no problem.
Let's take a little bit of damage for it, but he's got Mango and 6 Tango, so he's going to heal back up in no time.
The good old Mango Tango.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna stay.
Here's our mid matchup. So, yeah, Pugna comes out on top of this matchup by quite a bit. Used to be a little bit easier, but it's a little bit harder to dodge things now with Mischief. You can still dodge the damage and whatnot from Nether Blast, though. In fact, that's exactly what he did right there.
Yeah, what was the exact change on Mischief now?
The change was it makes you immune to damage instead of invulnerable. Meaning before you could dodge stuns and whatnot with it.
Ah, got it.
So before it was like you phase shifted. Now it's like you just don't take damage.
Got 7 stacks of sticky up here on HFN. PETA's just chasing him down. Spirit Lands comes out, and they actually do have a lot of damage. Biver, he needs to get a little bit more. Can he find it? One more hit. First Blood gonna go over to the side of Pepita, and he's gonna die for it. Biver also sitting very, very low. King RD, he's gonna be able to get himself a double kill in this top lane.
Yeah, and that actually ends up becoming really scary if the Disruptor gets like level 3 really quickly, because it's a lot of Thunder Strike damage. Being able to hit for 70 to tick that quickly. Be able to get those 2 kills on his own.
I mean, he's pretty low on mana now, at least. But it's definitely one of those things that every time Pepita throws out some of the sticky napalm, he's going to be getting a charge. So we'll be able to go pop the stick and just start all over again.
This guy has been throwing out a lot of sticky napalm.
Go interrupt the side pull.
The mid lane, things are pretty even at the moment.
It's about as we expected. I think you said that Tomato should have a little bit easier of a time. In fact, he's going to be able to go deny that Invis room.
Well, the kill potential is definitely on his side. You see 3 stacks and he shouldn't be able to get a 4th. You can either walk away or decryptify yourself on Pugna. He's a fast gamer.
He is. He is a fast little skelly man. Just keeps pushing him back, using the Decrepify, trying to do as much damage as he can using that Nether Blast. Bottom lane's been very, very quiet.
Probably not going to see a whole lot of action down here. Doom is a lot harder to harass out than a lot of other heroes just because of the extra regen that he gets from his Devour. So the way that Nature's Prophet kind of wears people down Doom using this trance doesn't work quite as well on Doom. You're also able to eat up one of the trance, keep the lanes pretty equal at the same time, and remove like half of that DPS. God, these trance are so much weaker than they used to be.
Yeah. That is one thing I was noticing. They just don't put out as much damage any longer.
That is such a nerve.
Well, they need to do something, right?
Yeah, it was ridiculous before.
It's getting to be too much. Alright, so bottom lane, bit of a snooze fest. Top lane, still kind of chasing after each other. Spirit Lance gets used on Pepita. But
Yep.
just trying to be as annoying as possible. And we do have movement coming through here. Misery making a rotation towards this mid lane.
Turns into a courier, blocks that another blast courier. What did they give him?
Roll in coming out, the kickback over on Tomato. He's going to get body blocked, does have the Decrepify, but they're still going to try to give a bit more. Moo's making a rotation, though, to be able to land the Boundless. Tomato needs just maybe a little bit more. Rihan's actually just going to die to the tower. Oh, no. Misery turns back around. He's got himself the Mango. Will try to roll himself away, but I think they're going to be able to find themselves another kill. That's a double kill for Tomato. What's happening?
Yeah. That was a gank gone very, very wrong. I mean, the fact that Nature's Prophet was able to get in there, use that Sprout on just as he got those Jingu stacks. Yeah, he got the Balance Trick and he lifestealed, but again, a lot of the time when you're making these really aggressive dives on Monkey King, you want the lifesteal on the creep wave and the enemy hero, and he couldn't do it there. So you make an over-aggressive play and you're not really able to get the same thing that you're used to out of it, and the same heal that you're used to out of it. A lot of people are just used to this creep wave heal.
Nice vision lands over on the Phantom Lancer. Trying to just force him back. They want this 5-minute rune. HFN standing his ground. Fiverr waiting. Will get the enchant totem off. Manages to get himself the rune. Now HFN just has to walk himself away. Should be fine with the rotation coming out from King RD.
Yep, so that's 3 bounty runes to the side of Chaos.
Bottom lane though, Moose slowly getting chipped down. We'll be able to use the tree. Doesn't want Tavo to get the kill, but it doesn't matter. Tavo has that Hadouken. Good old Shockwave to finish off. Skeeter just walks right past him, says, alright, I don't want anything to do with this. See you later.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's maxing, looks like he's gonna max Devour here. Just on the Doom. Making the second point in the Inferno Blade. Oh no, maxing Devour. Eats the catapult with it. So he has so much HP regen here. As long as he somewhat keeps his mana up, it becomes like impossible for the PA to zone him out of the lane. You get to stay there forever.
Moose?
You can't do enough damage.
Not sure what Moose is hoping to do there. We'll be able to tree up the Monkey King though. Roll forward, coming out from Misery. He's trying to go for that Boundless. Isn't going to quite find it. There's a nice lifesteal though. It's not enough damage to take down Moose. We'll be able to take down Viper though. And now Tomato. They've used the trees. Be able to push him back here. I think that's what he necessarily wanted. Kicks that boulder. It's going to roll himself out. Is Misery actually going to make it out? Oh, is that uphill mischance? He's going to make it out with 40-something hit points.
You gotta be so upset on both teams about what's going on right here.
Ooh. Nope. Not quite there.
Oh yeah, being invulnerable would have cancelled the life drain on you before as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which was not okay or fair.
Not quite.
But
I mean,
Johnny
Skeeter's having a lot of time here, just being able to free farm 39 and 10. 38 and 9 on the Phantom Lancer too, so both of the cores getting what they want out of all of this. These fights have been going on in different lanes. Did have a little bit of a skirmish in the top lane with the Batrider diving on HFN, but most of the movement has been in the mid lane during all this.
Yeah, but what Chaos's offlane is getting right now compared to what Infamous's offlane is getting is absolutely insane, like double the CS at the moment. So you're way ahead right now on Chaos. Tavo's got to be super happy right now. Like, PA can't do anything about the fact that this Doom is in the lane. You're too busy trying to do things with your other heroes elsewhere on the map to be able to really shut down this Doom. Because you know you have to commit people for long periods of time to deal with this guy who's got all this regen. So do we sack the other lanes and like shut down the Doom, or do we just kind of PA do her best while trying to do things in the other lanes?
It's a good question. I don't know. I feel like you can't allow Tavo to get that much farm because he will become a playmaker. Although they are putting a lot of pressure on him. Fissure will connect. Lots of trees. There's going to be the dagger. Mo and throughout the trees. Scooter. He's just so fast too. Look at him. He's very tanky. Another dagger getting thrown. They don't want to dive him.
Yeah. And through all that, he's still sitting on 14 wand charges.
Courier? Run, Courier. Run. Flap those little donkey wings. I hate that they're using a regular Courier. Come on, guys. I know you got better couriers than that.
Which one of them was it? Which one of them was it?
That has the regular courier? Oh, hold on 1 second, because Monkey King is caught up in the corner. Tomato's on a killing spree. And it looks like they find a kill on Pepita in the top lane, too. That's... It feels like there's pick off after pick, because I don't think we've even seen like a proper team fight yet.
No, I mean, we're probably not going to see like a proper team fight for quite a while this game. Yeah, this P and the Doom are both doing the things that they want to do in the bottom lane. Doom a little bit more, but it's still net worth. Yeah, Doom's sitting at 4K net worth already.
I mean, he's had a very good lane, that's for sure. I'm not sure what they're hoping to do top here. There's going to be the rolling coming out from Misery. He's got his eyes over here onto Viver. Viver's just going to get eliminated. And Pepita, he's robbing all of this Firefly, and they will be able to get a glimpse back, though. HFN in the middle of everything right now should be able to just walk away. These trees do, like, no damage to him.
Yeah. He goes there. And actually, this Doom's probably going to just run down the PA onto the tower in just a second here, now that he's got his drums.
He's a big tanky boy, that's for sure.
Yeah, PA's dead. You're in the worst possible spot. Your team's not going to be able to help you.
He hasn't even opted to use that Doom. He's just going to run her down. Mango.
Might just runs her to the fountain.
I mean, that forces TPs though too. So that allows your Phantom Lancer to just put more pressure here on the top lane. It's no longer Viver there to hold out, and there's a lot of people converging over here on Pepita. Chaos getting into position.
Yeah, but
Same
if you
thing
don't
going on
kill
the bottom though. But I don't think they can kill Tavo.
No, in fact, he realizes something's up.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he saw them with that ward over there, right?
That's possible. Saw the rotation.
Yeah.
But
so
like,
he gets the hell out of there.
HFN just feeling very, very strong now. He's just going to put a lot of pressure over in this top lane. Knows that they can't really do much unless they really group up together.
Looking over, yeah. Viver standing all the way behind this tree, just trying to stay hidden, maybe get a kill onto somebody who's trying to farm the mid lane by themselves.
Alright, double damage over here on Weeha. Hearing some drums getting popped here. It looks like the Bat Rider is trying to flap those wings out. HFN throws out a Spirit Lance. Just gonna go right back to farming, and we will lose moves in the bottom lane. Tavo just runs him down and opted to use the Doom. I believe that's the first time we've seen that used this game.
Yep. Didn't use it on the PA before. I guess he figured, okay, PA is a little bit close to the shrine. TP can come in just to heal up. I'm not going to be able to take this guy down. But sees to the Nature's Prophet, thinks, okay, well, I've got drums and face boots. I can just run this guy down with a Duke. Why not just take the extra gold? So that's what he does. And here he goes building late Midas again.
Man, Tomato's just on it's just a spree right now. 4-0 and 1. These TPs coming out from moves have been really on point too, and it's just going to keep hitting this tower. Just casual siege the entire time.
I think things got a little bit worse when they tried to dive Tomato and they ended up losing 2 heroes. That's when he really got out of control. Yeah, he's got his Aether Lens completed now.
Yeah, he is.
11 minutes of the game.
Oh, I feel better already.
Well, I mean, if you take a look at the net worth, he's 5.7k, 5.9 on PL, and 5.9 on Tavo here. Again, making some more movements, hoping to maybe grab themselves the PA. They don't have Doom online just yet, but they will go for the roll-in right over onto Skeeter. They're going to be able to go, land that. They'll follow up with some more damage here. Can they get the kill? I think they'll be able to find it. The Echo Slam, though, coming out from Viver. Immediately going to be able to throw down that Static Storm. They'll get a glimpse back. Viver now trying to fight through all of this. And they're just going to keep chasing him down as the Monkey King joins into the fight. They'll get the kill over onto Viver, and they'll get the kill on Moose.
And that just went from worse to worse. I mean, they came in one at a time, you know, well, that, I guess, all those heroes were there, and magnetize was being dropped, and then he just kept applying it to each person that came in. So each guy got beat down, and then they got the fresh charge of magnetize as well. So I really don't think they should have come to try and defend him, but that just saved a friend syndrome there. PA, meanwhile, realizes, okay, well, I don't want to be anywhere near down there. I'm going to go top lane.
Yep, and already you see that the PL just TPs himself out, knows that there's no way to cancel it with the rest of the team sitting too far back here, so. He's put like half damage on this tier 2 just by himself, and it looks like they're going to put some more pressure down here on the bottom lane.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, they want to take, they can do a lot of damage to this tower actually, right?
Yeah, I don't think they should be trading a tier 1 for a tier 2 right now, but I guess that's all they can do, right, for Infamous?
I think that they take this tier 1 probably before they manage to do that much damage to this tier 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Beta sitting in the trees over here doesn't want too much, but they decided to go for this tier 1 instead. I guess it's a little bit safer. When you go for that tier 2 there on the bottom lane, you're caught between both the shrine and that tower.
That's true.
People on that high ground up there, and it becomes kind of scary.
Give some pincering movement. They'll start off with the Decrepify immediately, doppel away. The stone getting thrown out doesn't quite connect over onto Tomato. Nice fissure though, gonna block off half of Chaos, and now Tomato forced to prove himself back. Chaos just focusing on this middle tower, but while that's going on, the top lane, you have the Nature's Prophet putting damage down as well.
Alright, there's one thing I didn't talk about that I sort of missed during the drafting phase, is the fact that PL can dispel the sticky napalm just by using Doppelganger is a basic dispel. I missed that.
We've got a fight going on here in the middle lane. Tomato does get glimpsed back. Disruptor feeling a little nervous about it, but we'll just separate and reset. Oh, bottom lane though. Pepita actually gonna get cleaned up by Weeha.
Oh, I feel better already.
Not sure if he just got the jump on him there or what he was trying to do. I'm guessing he must have got the jump.
Yeah, he got the jump on him right there. Not really a whole lot Pepita can do once the Monkey King's already on top of you. The Primal Spring beats him down really quickly. I mean, he's got a decent amount of progress, like sitting on a level 11 on this Monkey King versus level 7 Bat Rider.
Uh-oh, although he might be in for some trouble now as he's going to have to go cut himself out of these trees. Weeha trying to get some space here, does have Misery backing him up. Actually, we'll drop the Wukongs and they'll go and they'll use the Echo Slam. We'll be able to take down Weeha here, but Misery, he wants to keep fighting in, but I don't think it's doing quite enough damage. Meanwhile, Pepita going to get taken out by Tavo. Bible actually will get taken down. Misery rolling himself away, needs to juke around, but that last Nether Blast, Tomato gets himself a double kill. And there's still a fight over here in this top lane. Skeeter just obliterates King RD. He is just out of here.
Yeah, he gets taken
Oh,
down.
and they go again, though. Moose making that TP. Looks like they're not going to chase after the rest of Chaos, though. Not quite at this time.
I think, yeah, these heroes are a little bit faster, and then we got Sanj and Yasha on the PL, and you have Drums on the Doom with Phase Boots, so I guess they realize, okay, those guys are a little bit faster, so we're going to move away. That fight there in the bottom lane, though, was a little bit weird. That ended up getting killed from the AoE of both the Echo Slam and the Nether Blast, even though you were out of vision out of the Monkey King. So he thinks, okay, I'm safe. I can back away and use Wukong's command and maybe take this fight. And then Earth Spirit dropped his last Stone Remnant just as the Magnetize expired, so he wasn't able to continue with the duration on them. Otherwise, he might have killed a Pugna there. Believe it or not.
So what's the next play here for Infamous? What do they want to do now? Should they get the smoke? Should they try to make something happen, or?
I don't think that you try and make anything happen. I think you just play a little bit defensively, let the PA farm the battlefield area, then you can run your faces into the enemies a little bit more. Right now, Chaos is a little bit too far ahead. You guys don't really want to smoke up and do that much.
Oh man, Weeha barely making it out, turns himself into a tree, and now Viber in for some trouble. He's gonna get burst down. And somehow, after all is said and done, Weeha manages to TP out, hit up the shrine, and survive.
Oh, I feel better already.
And Andy drops an all chat line as his South American Dota culture.
I mean, you're seeing a lot of teams do that now. It's not just South American.
Yeah. But they did it before it was cool.
Okay, sure.
Doom is just having such an amazing game. He is so farmed.
That's what happens when you have these lanes from Chaos. Usually, if you give Tavo too much space, he's going to get too much farm and he's going to become a big issue. If you let HFN farm too long, then he's going to just have way too much contribution like early on. He's going to be able to accelerate so well. And then of course Weeha is just a world-class player, so if his lane goes well, you have to find like one lane that you have to really shut down, and it's hard to make the decision whose lane is it going to be because each one of these guys are world-class players in my opinion.
Agreed. Definitely agree. Looks like they want to try and make something happen with this smoke though. Hoping somebody pushes too far out in the mid or they can catch somebody. I guess they're going to scout their own jungle.
They figured that there's got to be some people hanging around. In fact, Misery runs right into Biver here. We'll be able to go throughout the stone, slow him down, but get the Thunder Strike off. Tavo just chasing down Biver slowly but surely. Doesn't want to allow him to get any of these spells off, and he will just get taken down. Now Moo's trying to run himself away. The Centaur's jumping on him, but won't be able to get a stomp off. He's out.
Yep. Not the best target that you could get, but you are delaying the Blink Dagger more and more. Without that Blink Dagger, Shaker is a lot less of a threat than he otherwise could be, so take him out. Alright, but it would have been a lot better if you took somebody like this Tomato here on the Pugna or the PA, but PA's not going to let you find her. Speaking of, she just got her battle here, so right now is probably the time Infamous is going to want to start taking fights, because they want this PA to be able to farm with Battle Fury uninterrupted.
Alright, well, it does look like they're going to try to posture down here, so if Infamous wants to fight, looks like Chaos is bringing the fight to them. Although Pepita does TP out, so I guess they don't want to challenge this at this time.
Yeah, they're going to take this tier 2 tower out here in the bottom lane. There's not really much that Infamous is going to be able to do about it. I mean, you could try and rush this tier 2 tower at the top of Pugna, but I think, yeah, tower's already down. You're not going to be able to do a whole lot about it. Right now, you just want to either avoid fights or run your face at them as long as like the enemies aren't around this PA. That's the key right now.
Well, it looks like they've got this momentum going, and they're going to keep pushing over onto this mid-tier too.
I'm not sure you want to give up this much of the map, but at the same time, you can't really take a fight into them.
Oh, do they have the glimpse? Yeah, they've got the glimpse. Moose is not going to be able to TP out here. Misery's going to go rolling on through here. Throws out the stone. We'll slow him, get the silence off. Just one more hit. And Moose is no longer a factor as they start putting damage over on the mid-tier too. And it's just going down. There's not much that they can do about it right now. So that's 2 tier 2s taken down in the last, like, minute and a half.
Yep, they did manage to take the tier 2 tower over in the top lane, but the fact that you only have one left outside of your base right now, and you still have a tier 1 tower up in the bottom lane beside of Chaos, it's pretty bad news. Like, net worth hasn't really changed that much, but at the same time, just start to swing further in your favor with that battle period on the PA, and that's not happening. And this is like, you wanted to run a much earlier lineup with this Infamous draft. Like, you wanted this Blink Dagger faster than the Earthshaker. You wanted to Battle Fury faster on this Phantom Assassin. You wanted to be the ones to be taking more towers with Infamous and with this draft, considering that you have the Pugna Layer's Prophet.
Misery.
That's just not happening.
Has that Invisor and spots himself Skeeter over here. They'll be able to stun him up, throw down the Wukong's command, and they're just going to hold her into place. They also managed to get the Static Storm out. They'll take him down. Now Pepita trying to run himself away. Has that Firefly. Will get the glimpse right back into their arms. Does have a Shrine up, but there's just too much damage coming out from Weeha. He'll take him out. And while this is going down, what's happening in this base? They're just running at them. Moose is in his own base, and he can't seem to stay alive for that much longer. He's actually going to have to use that Decrepify, and he doesn't even manage to get out. What is happening?
Not lasting quite long enough. You can't Infernal Blade the guy who's Decrepified, so I guess he was just a little bit late on his second teleport. And the Decrepify didn't last long. I think that was 5 seconds. They timed it perfectly.
Oh, Tomato stuck in between though. Use the Infernal Blade. He's gonna try to buy himself some more time using that life drive. Misery gonna have to roll himself away. He's sitting very, very low. These last couple hits from the tower should be able to take him out though. And now there's gonna be the last as they go and they grab Weeha, trying to drag him back. Tavo blinks forward though to find the kill over onto the pit. Oh no, Weeha trying to hide himself over here into the trees. There's just so much damage, but that Boundless coming through. He's got his BKB up and running. Can he get himself out in time? He's looking for it. He's caught the jump. Should be able to go hide himself into the trees. A couple leaps. Oh, he's sitting so low. The tower will finally finish him off. I don't know why they dove so hard. There was no reason to dive like that. SA Dota.
Yeah, this looked a lot like, what was it, the other night there was Team versus somebody else, and I think Eternal Envy's team, or Eternal Envy ended up diving the fountain and almost throwing like 3 times in a single game.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Envy Dota.
Just to envy things. I mean, they didn't win, but it gave me a little bit of a flashback to that game. I think it was like 2 nights ago. But that does give Infamous like some much needed breathing room. And like you said, they dove that hard, and that was before they took a single set of racks.
Yeah, I don't know why there was, because there was a whole fight that broke out way outside the base, and then all of a sudden I look over and Tavo and HFN are like running at them like between their tier 4s and tier 3s. I don't understand why.
That was a little bit much by them. Hopefully they don't do anything. They do have to remember that they did just get knocked in the lower bracket by Butterfly Effect.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Might be a bad day for Chaos.
Well, at least it's not best of ones, because usually they're really good at best of ones too. We've seen them taking out like some of the, I think, what was it? They Liquid a couple times actually, right?
Yep.
During BO1 group stages.
Chaos is not a team that you want to play best of 1 against.
No. But of course, if they're having a bad day, if any team has a bad day in the BO1 setup, you're gonna suffer for it. Boundless gets landed over here on Biver. Biver turns back around. They've got the silence. They've got the Jingo strikes up. And Misery will be able to find the kill. Bottom lane, Phantom Lancer, HFN just walks right in here. It's going to be able to try to man-fight Skeeter over here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it because this is a very tanky Phantom Lancer. He even has the heart up and running. He's just going to turn his attention now over onto Moose. Moose throws the trees out, buys himself some more time. HFN just casually walking back, hitting the creeps. No big deal. Him and Tavo are just in the base. They do have backdoor up.
Phantom Lancer has 3 butterflies queued up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening now in this game.
Yeah, it's super hard for Phantom Lancer to be able to take down a PA, and PA like just naturally builds items that are pretty decent against Phantom Lancer, though, like the Battle Fury, for example. Something that's super good against the hero. Meanwhile, you really don't want to be building things like MKB on Phantom Lancer.
No, you
just
definitely
not going to benefit from it.
They should be able to take this Roche pretty quickly. They are grouping up on the side of Infamous. They use a smoke. Not sure they're going to be able to get into this pit in time. There's a lot of... Yeah, there's a jump forward coming out from Pepita. Tavo actually going to be disarmed immediately. Biver throws out the stomp. Spirit Lance gets thrown over onto Biver, trying to keep him out of this pit. But there's going to be the Wukong Seaman coming out. Moose just gets evaporated. And it looks like HFN should be able to finish. We still have Tavo just chasing after this Pugna who's doomed, but already PA just doesn't want to be there. And they'll go secure the HFN and Aegis, and it was already pretty hard to take him down anyways. He's only 4-1-6. I'm not sure how they're going to defend against this Phantom Lancer now.
Yeah, you kill him once maybe with a really good Echo Slam, maybe a couple crits from the PA, be able to lock him down, but you don't kill this guy twice right now.
No.
Unless you have 2 Echo Slams. And you don't.
Nope.
You only have one of those things.
Well, I mean, before, HFN just was walking into the base. He just didn't care at all. He didn't even have an Aegis, and he managed to take a tower half a racks.
Do have a Blank Dagger up right now on Beaver.
All right, there's the lasso forward. Immediately going to get canceled out, though, coming out from Weehai. Has that Boundless. There's going to be a roll coming out here from Misery. Misery needs to be careful. He's getting crit. He's getting Dagon. Everything. They get a nice Echo Slam off. Doesn't do enough damage, though. They need more people to get in the middle of all of this, and they don't have it. Beaver trying to run himself out. He is going to get silenced. He just gets taken out, and they're going to turn their attention over to the racks. I don't know what they can do now. There's no Echo Slam up and running. Skeeter is not powerful enough to deal with all of this health coming out from Phantom Lancer. They've already used the lasso.
There's really not anything they can do at this point. Chaos could take the world from them, and they wouldn't really be able to stop them. Echo Slam is now down, and this PL still has his Aegis, and there's tons of time on it too.
Tavo's so tanky, you know, this life ring doesn't do much of anything. And just like that, Chaos makes their way to the bottom. He's going to be able to take a tower and possibly more.
Yep, I mean, all you can really do is try and slow down his heart regen on top of him like this, but...
It's not even working. Tavo jumps in right after him, although on the back lines, looks like King RD will get taken down by Skeeter, so they do manage to find a pick off on that. Skeeter now in the middle of quite a few people, has to dodge his way out of this Wukong's command, but Pukita gonna get chased down. Moose now trying to run himself away, does have the Glimmer Clip, and they still have the Aegis up and running. Skeeter jumping right back into the base. It's gonna be the buyback coming out from the Batrider. Tavo needing to be a little bit careful here. It's taking a lot of damage. Will get chased back, though. Skeeter's still thinking about going in. He gets a big crit. And Tavo, still alive and kicking, does have the drums up. Oh, he doesn't have any charges, and there's a Batrider coming out in the back lines here as they're going to try to drag him off, but Tavo's still trying to fight his way up, and they get some of the clips off, and Moose is going to get taken down. They finally take down Tavo, but now Skeeter, and for some trouble as well, HFN. There's the roll forward coming out from Misery. Skeeter down on the bottom, doesn't have any mana left. Weeha still chasing after her. Will actually get pushed a little bit closer to Skeeter, but as this goes on, they actually have to TP out Tomato.
Needs to be super careful right now on this monkey. Well, not the most careful in the world, but yeah, TPing out on Tavo there. A Monkey King, I was going to say, had to be a little bit careful, but Pugdom was already really far back, so there wasn't really much you could do. You always have to be careful, even when you're this far ahead on the Monkey King of this Pugdom, because the amount of burst damage and magical that he can do. And to Crepify, you're not able to
Tomato! Oh, look at that dagger! They just take down King RD. Can they find the kill on Tomato? Looks like he's going to be able to walk himself away. Moose just casually going for a D-ward over here. Skeeter jumping forward again. Now he's going to get stunned up. There's just too much damage to actually be able to take down Weeha. Moose still hiding out over into the trees. Has the Decrepify on him. Buys him some more time. The roll-in coming out, though, from Misery. They're going to be able to just burst down the Earthshaker. Viper is just totally toast, and they still have their eyes over here onto Moose. Not going to quite connect to Skeeter. He's just getting so much damage being placed upon him by HFN. Doesn't quite have enough mana for that other Spirit Lance, but they'll be able to find the kill on Moose.
But you just can't take down this PA with the Phantom Lancer. The evasion is just too much at the moment. I feel like, even though it says 50% evasion, I feel like it's way higher than that.
I don't know, these fights go on forever though, and it does feel like, you know, we've got so many illusions wailing on her, but still, they just aren't doing enough damage. I guess on the flip side of it, it's not like PA's doing enough damage for the Phantom Lancer either. They're kind of at an impasse.
It's weird when you see two heroes that normally burst people down so quickly they can't burst each other.
Definitely feels odd. And it looks like Chaos will back off. They're all split up right now, so... Although they're farming right next to each other. HFN is going to slowly but surely take down the shrine.
I'm surprised HFN hasn't just given in and decided he wanted an MKB, given all the times that he's just been on top of this Phantom Assassin and not been able to kill her. He's really committed to not getting one.
I don't know, maybe he's hoping that, I don't know, he's going for his own butterfly now, so... Well, he's changed. He's got the Talisman of Evasion. He's gonna go for... Okay, the butterfly is completed. He's going for Nullifier next. Alright.
Nullifier is one thing. It'll work at least a little bit. It'll stop this PA from activating BKB. Figures that's what the PA is going next. Actually, he's going Desolator right now.
Yeah.
Probably saw the one Mithril Hammer in the inventory and thought, okay, that's got to be a BKB. Oh, let's build the item to counter it.
A little bit of a skirmish, possibly brewing. HFN is on the hunt. They'll find Moose. Should be able to burst him down before... Oh, never mind. Won't be able to quite burst him down before he TPs. I felt almost half-hearted the way that they approached that.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That Wrath of Nature just tickles HFN. Doesn't even care. They'll go for the other shrine.
Playing a little bit safer now. I guess they figure, okay, we dove a little bit too hard. We've, I guess, taken some fight. Okay, we dove a lot too far. We've taken maybe some fights that we didn't have to, that didn't turn out so good. We're a little bit sloppy today. We just play some disciplined Dota, guys. We're ahead. Let's not forget it.
Moose just hanging out here in the trees. Trying to do a little bit of split pushing wherever he can.
Right now, I think what Infamous needs to do is they need to find a way to disable this Well, I want to say disable this Phantom Lance and be able to burst him down, but given the fact that he has a heart and he has the Sandranyasha, which does have that status resistance, it becomes too hard to disable him properly and chain him down because it kind of messes with your head a little bit, right? You're used to these abilities lasting X amount of time on people. And an Earthshaker who like just has enough time to combo all of his spells together with, say, Enchant Totem and Fisher, it'll throw him off just enough. So.
Oh, but the lasso dragging back the Earth Spirit will be able to burst him down. They'll follow up with Boundless. HFN now just chasing him a little deep, but should be able to get the kill over onto Pepita, although they don't have the detection. Pepita actually going to use the Glimmer Cape and be able to walk away. Now they don't have a creep wave either, so they'll have to back off on the side of Chaos. And without their misery.
I want to say that right now on Chaos, I think you just stand back, you wait for your Earth Spirit to respawn, you wait for the next Roshan, and then you go and take the fight. Maybe build one more item on Phantom Lance before going in, but...
He just keeps walking in here, and they do have backdoor protection. There's no creeps in the base. Feels like they're getting kind of impatient.
Yeah. I think we should have won those games earlier today. We should be winning this game. I want to win already.
Yeah, right. I mean, maybe they just really love playing Dota and they wanted to play in the lower bracket. It's possible, I suppose.
The EG strat is, right? Just want to play more Dota.
What was it that I saw someone posted from the Game of Thrones meme? Like, what is the motto of House EG? And it was like, we are the lower bracket kings. It's like, not quite the actual thing, but close enough. Something to that effect. It was pretty great. So what else would you like to see on this Phantom Lancer? You just want to see that Nullifier picked up, or...
I mean, it's got to be Nullifier. I'd really like an Abyssal Blade, maybe someone else on his team, like, having the damage to burst down this Phantom Assassin, but we're probably not going to see that.
Probably not. Although she's working on her own Abyssal now, so... They're all smoked up on the side of Infamous, hoping maybe to find a pick-off. Firefly gets started off of Pepita. Might be able to find this Disruptor. In fact, that's exactly who he's going to find, so they should... Okay, yep, Tomato just bursts them down. Echo Slam comes out, though, and they're going to be able to just turn back around Biber, not looking like he is so healthy as the rest of the team trying to run themselves away. Misery running in here. He does have that mech. And Pepita slowly but surely getting chipped down by HFN over here on the back lines. Has to juke himself away from the trees. Is he going to make it out? Nope, HFN will find that kill. And now the rest of the team trying to just run themselves out here. Looks like Skeeter actually going to get taken down by Tavo. They'll find the kill over onto Moose as well.
Yep. And this will probably be GGPA. Has no buyback at the moment. Not able to get back in. No buyback right now on the Bat Rider for at least 34 seconds. That's on cooldown as well. PA just spent all of her money.
Yep.
Want to get those items. And I guess you run into the situation where you're like, okay. Oh, top lane?
Yeah, Weeha's just chasing after Tomato. He gears up with that Wukong, decides, you're not worth it. Not worth it. The rest of my team is taking your buildings.
I feel better already.
Yeah.
I was just playing around with Tomato a little bit in that top lane.
But you run into that situation what I was talking about before is, do I get the item that allows me to win the team fight without dying, or do I have buyback so I can win the fight by buying back? Or am I only able to do one or the other? If you ask yourself that question, it becomes very hard sometimes to make the right decision.
They don't have Doom online. Doom needs to be a little bit careful. They'll go. They'll get the lassos. They drag Tavo all the way into the base. He's still very, very tanky. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it out of this, though. Yeah, he's not going to be able. He'll fall. But they drop the Wukong's command. They want to finish up these frags, get themselves these megas. But again, HFN is so darn tanky. How do you take this guy out? He's just hitting all of your buildings. Nice pullback here onto Tomato, into that static storm. He's taking a lot of damage. He's trying to stay alive, but Misery going to be able to roll in and clean up.
Oh, I feel better already.
That should be the end of this. I mean, you can kind of hold off against Mega Creeps for a little while. You do have the Battle Fury on the PA. You're getting close to level 25, but I feel like you maybe last another 5 minutes of this before things just become too much. When you get Mega Creep before 40 minutes, I feel like the Mega Creeps are just too strong for what your heroes are able to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know. It does feel like they're backing off, though. I think they can still go right back in. Oh, although Biver? Skeever and Biver. Yeah, they'll get a bash off, but Weeha has his eyes over here on Skeeter. Gets a big crit. There's going to be the roll forward. They've got the mech. They will call GG. So Chaos going to be able to take game number 1 in this BO3 as Skeeter just gets constantly kicked around. Just watch him getting pinballed back and forth the entire time.
Soccer ball at the end of the game. Playing some soccer. Or football.
Or football, yeah, depending on where you're located.
Right. Chaos Esports. Actually, that game felt kind of back and forth earlier on in the laning phase and whatnot. Chaos was ahead a lot of the time, but they took some not so great fights. Chaos just feel kind of off today, making
Yeah,
little mistakes in there.
I'm not sure exactly. Like, this definitely doesn't feel like the chaos that, made their way through, like, the Birmingham, ESL Birmingham and, like, some of these other games. They just feel like they're a little sloppy. Like, they can't quite find their footing today. Not to take anything away from Infamous Gaming, They're also, making nice rotations. We've seen a couple good initiations, but definitely not... Doesn't feel like the match we thought we were going to be seeing between these two guys.
Yeah. And I guess just closing thoughts on this game, got a little too out of control on HFN. The only person he really couldn't kill was Skeeter Oliver on the PA, but the game was pretty heavily in your favor the whole time, despite a couple of mistakes that your team was making on Chaos. So maybe they'll clean it up a little bit more in the next game, or maybe Infamous will bounce back. Let's see.
Yeah, well, we will find out as we go on a short break, and then we'll have game number 2.